Hey y'all, I'm back. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in my room. Well, of course I'll be in my room. That's where you always find me. If I'm not outside getting some sunshine, I have a question that I want to ask. As y'all know, I love reading comments. I used to wonder, when I used to be in church, I used to always want to get that goddamn cup of wine with that white wafer they put in your mouth. But I never been able to do it. And now I know why. I would have been partaking in a cannibalistic ritual of eating the symbolic flesh of Jesus and drinking his blood. That's nasty. I don't give a crap how you try to pretty it up. It's just like saying, oh, I cleaned the chitlins. You can never clean shit from shit. You can't. It's impossible. It's still, how you gonna say I cleaned them when that's what shit go through? You can't clean that. You may clean it out so other shit could flow through, but it will always be the dookie hole, the dookie food. I don't care. I don't care who like what I'm saying, and I really don't care who don't. I don't care. Because somebody got to wake y'all ass up. I mean, it's 2022. I know, like I said, they here, and they looking back at us like, how the hell did they tolerate that shit? Somebody wrote, all you got to do is pray to Jesus to be covered by the blood of Jesus. You know how nasty that sounds? Think about it. I'm going to make this, I wanted to sound nasty. Imagine a woman bleeding, and she was considered to be Jesus. Y'all want her blood all over y'all, and y'all know what kind of blood I'm talking about. That's nasty. And then they got the nerve to be talking about somebody crazy. Man, I'm not praying to be covered in nobody's blood. I already was covered in my mama's blood. When I came out her belly, whether it was natural birth or cesarean, she's not here to tell me, but I know I can get the answer. Meditate. I know it'll come. I feel like I was probably a natural born birth. Yeah. Anyhow, how you gonna say we want you to be covered in the blood? Imagine somebody, you praying, and somebody come dump a whole bucket of fucking blood on you, man. You know how you gonna look? Pray to be covered by the blood. Ew. Why you want to be covered by somebody else's blood? You know how sick you sound? Now, I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. Now that I look back, I never really was too attached to religion. It was just some things in that thing that I just was like, man, not saying it like, when you believe in it, yeah, but I know even the believers have contradictions about what they believe in. Because if they didn't have contradictions about what they believe in, they wouldn't be going to conscious channels, spiritual channels. I don't go to Christian channels. You won't catch me there. Man, let me tell you something. YouTube give me a recommendation sometime. Like if I'm watching a video that's associated with biblical stuff, they'll recommend me a video. And if they recommend me some church stuff, I automatically press do not recommend this channel to me. I don't press I don't like the video, because if you press that, they know you saw it, and they might not, you might not see that video from that creator, but another one. So you have to dislike the whole page. I used to block them, but now that I learned YouTube, give me the accessories to just block their ass. Not block them, but just, hell yeah. But what I'm saying is, how you want somebody to be covered in some blood? Imagine that. You know how, man, if a person gets stabbed and you stab them in a main artery, blood is going to be protruding out of their body. This is a fact. Do they know when they talk about covered in Jesus' blood, they're actually talking about when he was supposedly on the cross and they started gashing at him and his blood started running out of him? That's what you're talking about, people. That's the only time Jesus bled in the Bible. That's the only time he bled in that damn Bible. Prove me wrong. You can't. Yeah, you ain't gonna prove me wrong. You know why you ain't gonna prove me wrong? I've been in church my whole life. I used to read that Bible all the time. I had to read it. I ain't had no other choice. Back in my days, your behind didn't read that Bible, you got a good ass whooping. They took you right outside that church and got a switch off that tree. Okay? Or either go in the bathroom and get a good ass whooping and come out with some get right. Now imagine me, a child in the early 80s, getting her ass whooped for church. Imagine the people before me and those before me. And those, I could see how slavery was instilled with this whole religion thing. I could just see it from looking at me having to get in trouble for not having my shoes ready or missing a hair bow. I know y'all older people remember them little plastic hair bows. They used to come in a pack. So y'all talking about be covered in the blood. Y'all sound nasty. Y'all are, I take all that back I just said, but not really. Because I don't see how somebody's eyes could be that close. I never told nobody I wanted them to be covered in the blood. Hell, all I wanted to try to do back then, and thank God I didn't, that was drink the wine and eat the cracker. And back then I thought I would have been doing something, but every time I used to hold out my hand for that cup, the little small wine, they'll walk right past my ass. So I think that was the ancestors all those years guiding me. I think so. And when I went to church, my son, he had hit my hand in the door. All the signs was there for me to leave. I had went to church with my homegirl at the time. They call her Mook. Her name is Azira. She know I ain't lying because she was there. Man, my son closed the door on my hand. I ain't gonna lie. He closed I had a Chevy Ventura van. He closed the door, the sliding door. He closed my hand on that door. I screamed, but I didn't say no profanity. I'm not gonna lie. And then another time I tried to go to church, my whole bag with my brand new dress, everything. So all these signs was there for me to leave. And when I kept not listening, boom. I ain't had no other choice but to listen after that. You know what I'm saying? Telling somebody to be covered in blood. You know how, imagine if everybody praying to be covered in the blood. He'll be dried out. How much blood y'all think he got? Everlasting blood?